7 stages of Big D. Shock/awe, confusion, evidence gathering, bargaining, anxiety, resolve, acceptance. Strippers are like cats. They sit on your lap, but you cannot touch them. But if you are respectful and charming, they may touch you a bit. Sir, please stop being weird with the cats. Apart from cheating, what is the most inexcusable thing in a relationship? I mean, killing the partner's parents and use them as a Christmas decoration should be fairly high. My brother started vaping. How do I make him stop? Violence. Pulls off double barrel. You bump into the president on the street. What do? Hold my kid tightly. The nut to the biology book is unforgettable. Don't forget about those African tribal titties. That's how I knew I wasn't racist as a kid. I find it interesting that Tyranitar is weak to fighting, but is lore-wise one of the most impenetrable Pokemon in existence. Meanwhile Gardevoir is the most penetrable Pokemon. If you woke up and became your username, what would you be? Sentient cum sock. I don't wanna say it. Tonight's family activity. Taking our pet sperm out on a walk. Overgrown testicular discharge ice more appropriate in my opinion. What's a kinky activity you've regretted implementing into your Shrek's life? 3 kids later, I'm really rethinking this cream pie thing. What is the biggest lesson that employment has taught you? Efficient workers got punished with more work. Christians, when someone says Stephen Hawking's went to heaven, the song is called Stairway to Heaven, not Elevator to Heaven. Holy shit. And they said they identify as a Cheez-It. Nice. That just means they want someone to eat them. Oh. I identify as a cookie. Oh. So you want someone to get you wet then eat you. Got it. Yes. How do you wanna die? Not alone. Which is why I'm studying to be a pilot. I rate this 9 out of 11. You probably moisturize your hands with cum. What innocent movie title could have the same name as its Shrek's parody title? Toy Story. Buzz and Woody have a whole new look. You're about to be executed for a crime you didn't commit. What are your last words? Have fun finding the rest of them. This is a slavery meme. Oh thank God. Although he was joking about poor people. Petition. Reinstate tug of war as an Olympic sport. People would definitely die again. The Olympics were more fun when people died. Cillian Murphy stuns in first look at 28 years later. Ozempic is wild. Kid, I wanna be an astronaut when I grow up. The distracted driver. Hey, at least he flied, just not in a rocket. I failed too, but I've discovered I've been gifted with the ability of cum bonding. Excuse me, what? I can manipulate cum as I like. No ballsack is safe. The adult film industry would like to have a few words with you, sir. I did this as Japan. Fended off attacks from Russia, China, Australia, all of them. They all either declared peace with me or left me the F alone. Day 50, game ends. Got some gold for being 8. It's like kissing your sister. Yeah, it's kinda interesting, but I wouldn't want to do it twice. What the duck did I just read? Does anyone actually know what you're supposed to do when people are singing happy birthday to you? Yes. Sit there awkwardly. I usually masturbate. KKK leaders started stabbing each other over argument about who's the most racist. Clash of Clans. Was dating a widow, first time getting on in the back of her minivan, and while she's riding me her necklace with this metal cylinder was swinging and hitting me in the forehead. Realized it was a vial of her late husband's ashes. Is that technically a threesome? What is the most, and why the duck do you know that? Fact. Kids under 5 years will often try to hide from a fire instead of running. Firefighters find the bodies. Hibiscus. That is a beautiful drawing, but my ducked up mind saw that as a butthole with worms. What are some unwritten rules at a nude beach? No teabagging the sandcastles while pretending your junk is 2 wrecking balls. Texas Teacher of the Year allegedly gave student oral Shreks in classroom. Still sounds like Teacher of the Year. Clay workers could give really good hand jobs. Wait until they put their thumb in the middle to widen the hole. R/sounding would be proud. That link can stay blue. Meet actress who is recruiting 1,000 men to have Shreks in 24 hours. Record-breaking event of the year. Netflix. Are you still watching? Someone's daughter. What's a random fact you know? Baby oil isn't made of babies. Well shit. This takes all the fun out of masturbating now. I wish I had a depression-powered car. You no longer have depression. Damn it. It's okay. Just occasionally drive by schools to recharge. Premium fuel if it's exam season. Thea. Dad, I got a girl pregnant. Cliff, was she awake? Thea. Yes, Dad. What the duck? What would you do in this situation? Better question is what will the monster do when I start to whip my cock out? Subsonic ammo with silencers makes. My phone volume was 0 and I was shocked there was no sound at all lol. Use this one weird trick to become a successful assassin. Health insurance CEOs hate this one trick. They will always remember your kindness. Man, they have pornographic memory. The crows have pornographic memory. They will never forget your kindness. First arrest. Being a pet owner is like being a sugar daddy. You waste all of your money on keeping them happy and the only thing they do is look cute and give you attention sometimes. There is, hopefully, one major difference. Yes, you usually don't have Shreks with the human ones. I asked the produce guy if I could try a grape and he said he wouldn't care if I lit the store on fire with him in it. Ferb, I know what we are gonna do today. Duck zodiac signs. Which one is your fav piece? Bishop. Fits in my ass better than the others. Pawns are just a tease. Lego Star Wars 2nd, the original trilogy initial release date. September 11th, 2006. Mr. President, a second Lego Star Wars has hit the shelves. Why is it easy to stay thin in Japan? That's easy. The last time there was a fat man in Japan, a whole city disappeared. What actor do you wish would stop getting roles? Kids of famous actors who clearly suck and are being forced into it. Keep my son's name out of your ducking mouth. To be fair, if you torture people correctly their screams do sound incredibly rhythmic. You do have a point. New music genre unlocked. You are guilty for 100 murders. The police catch you and say that you will be free if you have a good explanation for them. What do you tell them? When the pilot asked for someone to help fly the plane, I didn't know he meant someone with actual experience in flying. What's a NSFW fact about history that most people don't know? Female Egyptian mummies are always found to be further decomposed because the family would wait until the body began to decompose to send them for mummification, so that those doing the mummification would not be tempted to commit necrophilia. The original MILFs. What are some unwritten rules at a nude beach? Sunscreen at regular intervals on everything. It's my penis and I will apply the sunscreen as fast as I want. Here's a healthy liver versus a liver damaged by alcohol. The owners of both livers are dead. What's your point? My fat ass thought this was a freaking chicken recipe before and after being cooked. What is the one thing that you hate in pornography? When the screen goes dark for a moment and I see my reflection in the screen. What's the weirdest thing you've done that you could only tell people anonymously? All throughout middle school, there was someone who tucked unwrapped Hostess devil dogs into the toilet paper dispensers in the bathrooms, so that when you pulled some toilet paper out the devil dog would fall out into your hand. We had to have an assembly about it. That person was me. It's always what you do. Never die won't coepticanth. Do you want me to come over and eat your pushy today? I learned you come on my face. Yes please, but what does the writing on the cake means? You are guilty for 100 murders. The police catch you and say that you will be free if you have a good explanation for them. What do you tell them? I'm the prison executioner. We've been colleagues for years, Dave. My dad just left the bathroom door open and yelled commands at us from the toilet while simultaneously pooping, drinking coffee, and reading the paper. I don't drink coffee because I still associate the smell with the smell of his morning shit. What the duck? He gets shit done. Give this man an award. You still gotta respect his time management and ability to delegate. He didn't become number 2 in the office from nothing. What's the etiquette of rubbing one out under the table? You ask this on almost every video. May I suggest you seek professional help? My right hand has been crafted into a dragon's fist. My left hand has perfected the tiger's claw. My heart remains pure. Do you understand? My right hand jerks myself off. My left hand fingers my ass while I do it. My cum shots blast through the ceiling. Do you understand? Your username will be the thing that you shove up your ass. How screwed are you? Dap hope dat smiles back. Probably not the first time this has happened. I shot my load into my stepmother's cake. I regret nothing. Abusive stepmother made homemade cake and frosting. When I had the house to myself I shot my load into the frosting container. When stepmom got back she frosted the cake. Later that day I watch her and all of her mean abusive family eat my cake with cum frosting. Had a slice myself. I bet your stepmom would be less abusive if your fat 35-year-old ass would get out of her house. Donating an organ. Plus 100 points. Having an extra kid. Minus 40 points. I seem to have found a way to exploit the system. Ex-cons of Reddit. What's the most terrifying thing you saw inside of prison? A dude got 2 full kettles of boiling water poured on his head. And a convicted murderer explaining how he killed, dismembered with an angle grinder then disposed of the body. It must have been tense waiting for that kettle to come to a boil for the second round. Imagine being that one Thanos that loses. Doctor Strange said 1 out of millions. There's infinite universes, so that means infinite Thanos lost, and infinite Thanos won. If there's infinite then there's a universe where they all come together and jerk in a circle. Southwest passenger arrested for masturbating 4 times during flight. Them knowing it was 4 times leads me to believe that everyone knew about the other 3 and finally drew the line at 4. Spirit charges you after 2. Invisible. But you have to be fully naked and all sounds you make are 10 times louder. This would be amazing. Sneak into a movie, release a thunderclap of a fart, and get out undetected. Me thinking about that one t-shirt I haven't seen in a while. Ash looks like he just nutted in Pikachu, and he's about to leave him a single father. He didn't even leave any residue. Got way too high last night. Is this what segregation was like? There's something about Mr. Beast that we don't know. Can't quite put my hands on it. I know. 8.55 inches long, 3.75 inches wide, uncut, curved slightly to the left. Tip is F7 BFD3 pink. Shaft is a creamy brown, 4 distinct veins with the longest ranging from the base to the tip on the middle right side. Excretion is macaroon cream and hairs trimmed, but not clean shaven. Your toilet is now sentient. Would you prefer it to passionately, exuberantly crave your excrement, or deeply resent and despise you for what you do to it? Why? I think I'll just use the sink. What did I do wrong? I can do better, I promise. Whatever it is you want. Do you want me to wear the costume? You can give me an upper decker if you want. I'll do anything for you. I'll be the dirtiest little toilet for you. Anything. Just fill me up, master. Please don't torture me like this. She went out to prom with me. Her parents said she really likes me. We went out to dinner together multiple times. We snuggle with each other at night. But in the end I still got rejected. Honestly, I don't even know what hints are anymore. I have decided I don't need a girlfriend since I have a dog. I don't know what to do with the personalized mugs I was gonna give her, so I'll into the shelf they go. Hey man, I got a better idea. If her parents, mother, really liked you, then you know, go for her mother. If she rejects you for another, you should go for her mother. Why do men live less than women? Meanwhile men. He is trying to mate. Chinese spy Shi Pei Pu masqueraded as a woman. and used a 20-year-long Shrekshire affair with a French diplomat to steal intelligence. He even purchased a child and convinced the diplomat it was his. I just read that wiki page. I love this part. In police custody, she explained to doctors how he had hidden his genitals to convince Boursiquot that he was a woman. And as the French doctors sent to examine Papou discovered, he had the ability to make his testicles ascend into his body cavity and tuck his penis back, creating the illusion of female genitalia. She pee. Now the sharks can have their vegetables too. Dude, this is like the funniest shit ever to me. The Burger King in my town was so bad they were cut off from the chain and are now just called Burger. They still have the same menu too, just with different names. Dethroned. The UK police uses incident screens to block the view of traffic accidents on the highway in an attempt to reduce rubbernecking delays. Bad idea. Now I have to stop my car, holding up more traffic, get out of my car, walk around the screen, or get my trampoline out so I can jump high enough to see the splatter pattern and the crushed bodies. Driving past it at 5 km/h would have been far better for everybody really. CNN reports that a 2-page document from Luigi Manganello was found, which included the lines, "These parasites had it coming. I do apologize for any strife and trauma, but it had to be done. No lube, no protection, all night, all day, missionary, cowboy, reverse cowboy, doggy, backwards, sideways, on the bed, on the couch, bent over the kitchen counter, by the fireplace, against the wall, in the shower, on the floor, in the basement, against the window, in my hole." The cute girl, after you get to know her more. Let me fix her. Would. I'd still smash. These ice spheres that I just found out my new fridge makes. Gets back at the neighborhood bully during a snowball fight with this one simple trick. Not the Spotify Repussy. I'd hit, not gonna lie. Or 392-year-old Greenland shark in the Arctic Ocean has been wandering the ocean since 1627. He really watched the slave trade in progress and did nothing. When you get older, do old people become attractive to you? Like, when I'm 70, are 70-year-old gonna look hot? This is a real concern of mine. You had little girlfriends in elementary school. Do you still find elementary schoolers attractive now? You don't want me to answer that. What's the person you can find at every Walmart? The super friendly older lady associate that customers love and management hates. Ours was actually my best friend's grandma. Used to give me a hug. I think everyone loved her, management included. She's retired now though, and living it up on her small farm now. Or is that what they told you? Peter launches gruesome online shop with goods made of human leathers. Smells like missing hikers and Shrekshirely active camp counselors. Jason has entered the chat. Give me your best wrong answer. Who are these? Wrong answers only. Backstreet Boys. The Gidget Gaggle. This is a way. Ability. Hidden potential. A good teacher. So you're telling me that a good teacher is supposed to finger your bottom? Your app name is Lil plus the last reason you were in the hospital. Don't think white people should be doing this. Lil blood when I fart. 2 teachers charged after having a threesome with 16-year-old student. Luck him. I lost my virginity in a threesome with my teachers. Unlucky for me, I was homeschooled by my uncle and my dad. Picture of Dave Blunt and his girl has gone viral. This mother ducker ate the last 4 hoes he had. Okay, so Ice-T and Ice Cube, but I'm confused about Whitney Houston. Coke. One of my classmates called me a vamphobic slur today, so I bit her hand. Turns out her parents are lawyers and they might sue because she contracted tetanus. Sure she did. I'm so effing sick of mortals. Bruh, I wanna know what a vamphobic slur is. Bloodsucker, sunburned bat, vigor, I have a V word pass, and bloodborne disease vector. You're 2 inches inside your mom and your father is 2 inches inside you. Will you go forwards to get your dad's dick outside of you, or go backwards to get your dick outside of your mom? Pull both my mom and dad to me for maximum pleasure. Hold up. This isn't how you're supposed to play. Luigi Mangana played assassin video game Among Us with friends. Extremely ironic. Not where I expected it to go. Your grandpa reloads under enemy fire. He looks at a picture of his pregnant wife. As the German bullet pierces his skull, he sees generations beyond, where you jerk off to your ex's Instagram story. You get cum on your burrito and eat it anyway. Your grandfather smiles, at peace. He's proud the family burrito recipe got passed down the line, and it had been improvised with seasoning. Ask me anything, but then edit the comment to make me look bad. Who do you have Shrek's dreams about? Emma Watson when she was a child. It's not edited. What is a substance you'll never touch again, and why? I once made very strong cannabis brownies for my dying grandmother. I didn't want her to have to eat much, so I made the butter with quality bud. I tried a piece the size of 2 sugar cubes, the same time she did. Well, in about an hour, time stopped, and I went fetal. The next 3 hours were spent looking at colors swirl across my ceiling, while I hung on for dear life. My grandmother had the greatest time just watching a man play slots for hours. The problem was that the man was just a pile of books in the corner of her room. Would you have Shreks with a woman? I already did with your mum. Yeah, and she's still mad you got shit all over her strap-on. Spit out your dad's cum as I read this. Thompson, a 50-year-old father of 2, spent 2 decades at United Health Group before his shocking death. Tributes are pouring in from coworkers and public officials in his home state of Minnesota. Who is Brian Thompson, the United Healthcare CEO gunned down in New York, waiting for prior authorization before deciding if this is sad or not. Guessing this event will not be covered under my grief policy due to pre-existing grief for worthy causes. Somebody put a dick in my muffin. I can only stack 3 smashed Hostess donuts on it. I can stack 4 glazed donuts on mine regular size. Lies show me. Check DMs, I'll run to the store. You're bluffing. Was he? No, he was not. Ruin a first date in 4 words. I like your dad. Our dad. Restaurant date. Waiter, hey guys, looks at me. Oh shit, SpongeBob. Is that you? Date. SpongeBob. Me. Yeah, it was a nickname in college cuz. Waiter. Cuz he was inside a pineapple. Me. Date. Waiter. Just. Humping motion. Duck the shit out at that thing. How ya been, man? Wouldn't that burn? Like a lot. Like a really ducking lot. Pineapple juice is extremely corrosive, particularly to proteins. Wouldn't wanna leave any of that under the foreskin. Suit yourself. I like it when my dick sizzles. Jesus. Just finished sanding my tires so that my car will ride smoother on the interstate, and honestly I kind of love this look. That's a smooth way to see God. Angriest older sister and little brother interaction. Me and my older sister interaction. Adolf Hitler has won a local council election in Namibia. Guess who's back? Groom plays Shrek's tape of his bride in bed with brother-in-law on wedding day. Divorce speedrun any percent WR. Kennedy playing video games. Sniper Elite 4. Jesus Christ. You see 4 girls posing for a picture at the pool. How do you open? I would kill myself in front of them, changing the trajectory of their lives forever. Do anything for food, but no gay shit. He ain't hungry enough. I'll check back next week. My 4-year-old asked what happens when you drive over a stick of butter. I said, it'll flatten. He asked how I knew. And that's how we got here. So what I'm saying is, when we have a hypothesis in this house, we test it. I'm also saying, my wife is away. I hope he doesn't ask where babies come from then. Bruh, how does he do this without a sponsor? Insane. Last to take their hand of the life support gets to unplug grandma. Hats off to Jimmy and his crew. They spent so much time editing and trying to make it as entertaining as possible. My cousin broke his back and died trying to suck his own dick. My family died in a house fire. Hey, I have a bad news. I have a brain tumor. At least now you have a big brain. Fiance just told me he has feelings for someone he met at work this week. He's been working from home. Stick in blender. I failed a student for their midterm grade and they just sent me an email that just says bruh, dead. Bruh, respectfully. Can we appreciate the respectfully though? Peter is probably the craziest charity out there. Probably. Name any other charity that kills 95% of its rescues. Make-A-Wish Foundation. Top 10 uses for your nan's ashes. I bought a man for $800. I harvested his lung, kidney, and then the heart. I sold that man's organs to the same tribe that sold him to me for $2,100. Great game. Your cat looks like he's in debt. My dad brought me home McDonald's. God bless his soul. My dad died. No McDonald's for you. Do females in a coma still get their periods, or does it stop until they wake up? It builds up and they explode. Why won't you ever have a threesome? I prefer to disappoint one woman at a time. If I wanted to disappoint two people at once, I'd go to dinner with my parents. What would you do if you found a dead body in a hotel room? Looks like I'm finally losing my virginity. Officer, this one right here. Hey, that's my mom's doctor. At your service. Magic Mike grossed $167 million. If you still think girls like dad bods, keep dreamin', pal. Shrek grossed $484 million, just so we are clear. I don't even have to ask. I already know she's pregnant. Ellen never pulls out, except from business deals. What country, and not nearly as bad as the media portrays it to be? Antarctica. The media makes out that it's very cold there, but that situation is improving. Keep up the fantastic work, Spider. Yeah, duck mosquitoes. Don't duck them. Oh god, imagine a mosquito giving BJ, he would bite it and it would itch so much, but you won't be able to scratch it. It would have cost you $0 to not write that. There's poo inside of you always. I had a CT scan one time and there were lots of farts in there as well. Farts are just the screams of trapped poo. Be aware that whoever uses the phrases make love and love making never had and will have Shreks. I disagree. I've made love at least twice. The Thanksgiving turkey does not count. What profession has the best work to pay ratio? Crime. They don't even have to pay taxes. Goofy's head goes for $19,000 at auction. It can't be that good. Awful worst chip shop in Walsall. Paid £7.60 for a kebab. Hardly any meat. Nan was burnt. Rubbish. Never going there again. I'm sorry to hear about your nan. I hope she gets well soon. Calling women's labia roast beef when balls literally look like ice cream scoops of elephant skin is insane. Ball skin Robbins. Rule 1. Never be genuine. We all know that. In order to ensnare the females we have to use tactics and strategies. Free bacon cheese fries. One time in high school my buddy and I were driving through his neighborhood and he commented on a girl's ass who was walking down the street. I looked at her and was like, pretty sure that was your sister, dude. When we got to his house he ran inside, threw open the door and yelled, Amber, you better ducking be home. She was not. This feeling. Is the 20th floor high enough? Men of Reddit, how well do you know the female anatomy? My son, my dad sits around and looks at vaginas a day. Teacher, oh he must be a gynecologist. My son, no he doesn't have a job. Guys, my nan and granddad dressed up as snowmen. I can't breathe, they look terrifying. Are you ready to purge, Harold? Yes, dear. Takes off my leather jacket to reveal a second secret leather jacket underneath. You mean skin? What an absolutely terrifying addition to my post. Thank you. Ostriches raised in captivity sometimes become sexually attracted to humans. Imagine being the person who found this out the hard way. What do you do right after Shreks? Finish the autopsy and remind myself that one moment of weakness does not make me a bad mortician. I banged my mom's sister. Your aunt? Well, if you want to make it gross. Use rusty ones for +1 poison damage. Does anyone actually love themselves? Loving yourself seems like such an impossible goal to have. So many people hate themselves and who they are. Sometimes it feels like everyone hates themselves. I did in public. Now I have a restraining order. He looks like he is trying to shit out Mexico. I used to be a necrophiliac until the rotten bitch split on me. Why do you wrap a hamster in duct tape? To stop it splitting when you duck it. My 4-year-old broke 2 TVs in 6 months. Just suck it up, throw it away, and get another one. Children are not hard to make. You had me in the first half. When I learned my crush is bisexual, so that means I have to compete with not just the men, but the women too. Thank God you got rid of the children. Palpatine said the exact same thing after Order 66. If I was at Chernobyl I would stopped it. Bruh, my grandma was there and she got like 20 diseases in 2 hours, lol, not worth it. Rip to your grandma, but I'm different. Study finds poorer men like bigger breasts, while the richer like them smaller. Easier to gut and hide in the fridge. Wish she'd stroke me with those cup hands. I'd smash all my housemates if they said they down. I wrote this. Aren't you living with your family? Your last name is your ancestor's job. People with last name Armstrong. I worry for people with the surname Dickinson. I wish I was a cow eating grass in a field. No rent, no job, no college. Just moo. All fun and games until I jacked off 4 times today, man, I miss her. Some kid is following this Twitter account to get some news on Pokemon Sword and Shield, and he sees this. What it feels like when you combine Bros if with your girl's breast milk to make the ultimate smoothie. It tastes even better if you use your sister's period blood. Shaq's penis is Kevin Hart. Can't wait to see Shaq now masturbate. Logic was invented in 1860. People in 1859. They get to see naked animals in cages. The teacher brought them to a strip club. Man, I wish I had 3 gates. Boulder. Man, I wish my kids could mine and craft. Nestle. Listerine strips. A hot item at school when they first came out. I would stick these to the tip of my penis and wait for it to dissolve. I would give them mintiest blowjobs. Not Italian. She can sing 2 songs at once. You know she can make it disappear. Summer is just Jerry with a ponytail. As someone who has gooned to endless Jerry hentai, please delete this. Slams you against the wall and nibbles your neck. You can feel his beard tickle you. He's so hot you think while he's kissing you. After that he whispers behind you, "Hey, let's have some fun, bab." Then he stops and realizes that his kids watch the whole scene. No one. Girls in hentai. BBC News. Kitten found with no Shrek's organs in veterinary first in Tyneside. Did they just invent seedless cats? The perfect Craigslist gig doesn't exist. Be naked at my sister's wedding. Lower East Side. My sister is having an outdoor wedding in New Cannon Court. In May I want someone to be naked in the woods to run through the wedding. In order to ruin it, I will protect you from my family. What was the pay? Exposure. Speaking of this movie, you guys ever think Tarzan was a virgin before he met Jane? Or he was clapping gorillas' cheeks? You look like you run a segregation themed carnival. My girl looks so cute off guard. Probably texting Annie to see if she's okay. What's the perfect response to "So, when are you two going to have kids?" When he starts coming inside of me instead of all over my face and tits. Girlfriend saw me getting raped. Things have been going downhill since. I don't know if you watch anime, but I think that you should watch Berserk. The protagonist went through something very similar to you, and I think that you will relate to him. I've been raped, and my life is falling apart. Just like Berserk. Not the best blowjob I've ever had, not gonna lie. Pro tip, use rubber bands to cosplay as Thanos. Next year he can cosplay as Captain Hook. The poop doesn't want to come out, but you do the pendulum technique. Nan bruh, you gotta hit the when you accidentally, and it cuts it off. Now you gotta thumb it out. What does this get me? I'm morbidly obese bordering on critically obese. A happy cardiac arrest with a mini-ED. Saw Jurassic Park as a kid, and like everyone I had to go digging in the yard looking for fossils playing amateur paleontologist. I ended up finding my neighbor's dead cat that had been dead so long it was nothing but bones. And I picked up its skull holding it in the air like a trophy thinking I had found a baby triceratops. Mems, welcome to contribute. What modern day thing do you think would kill a Victorian era child? I think a single sip of Four Loko would wipe them out. Cassie Anthony. You are a computer, look at all your wires. That's bad cable management. Pull them out and fix them. Pull them out. Pull them out. Pull them out. He spotted a 4-year-old in the distance. New OC, what should I name him? Why is there cum in his hair? The last thing you ate is what you have to name him. My wife and 2 kids. Leave a baby in a womb for 9 months at 98.3 degrees and it's fine, but leave it in a car at 98.3 degrees for 10 minutes and that mother ducker quit on life. You ever bake a cookie twice? This is the best and worst sentence I've read today. For real. Study, young men prefer playing video games over casual Shreks. $50 game can last 100 hours. $50 prostitute is 15 minutes. How can women even compete in this reality? Realistically speaking, casual Shreks is boring. I prefer competitive Shreks anyway. Scariest comment anyone can ever receive actually. Hex maniac. Oh my god, her and a horse. Genuinely cute. I want to put it on my bed and pet it while hugging it. You spell ducking wrong. The longest elbow plank by a female, 4 hours and 20 minutes. Damn, I can barely manage a minute. This comment isn't about planks. I'm not a Shrek's worker, but I did run a bar opposite one of Edinburgh's infamous saunas. Sort of legal brothel the police turned a blind eye to. Anyway, the girls used to come into my bar once their shift was over for a well-earned drink, and so I got to know some of them pretty well. Inevitably conversation would turn to their clients' kinks. 2 spring to mind. The high court judge who came in to be spanked and be told he needed to be punished. Not that exciting, but the one I can never forget was the peanut butter man. He would come in the day before with a massive bag of peanuts for his favorite girl and book an appointment the next day where the girl would shit on him and he would smear it all over himself saying I'm the peanut butter man over and over. I could never get that image out of my mind. Then she pulled out a penis twice the size of mine. Only a coward would run away after finding out his counterpart is also armed. Video games cause violence. Based on the last game you played, what are you getting arrested for? 100% completion of the Geneva to-do list. Inflatable bed for your car. Car Shreks just got a hell of a lot easier. Or homelessness. To kinds of people. You could put a dead body there and put a blanket on it and people would think they were just sleeping, and it would be a great way to transport dead bodies inconspicuously. NASA is asking astronauts to not masturbate in space because floating bits of semen can impregnate up to 3 females. Brings a whole new meaning to Space Jam. My roommate found out was gay and started reading me the Bible. Eat her out. Thinking of getting this tattooed on my back. Has a deep meaning attached. Do you guys think I should go for it? Tattoo it on your ass cheeks. 1 figure on each cheek. The fatter your ass becomes, the more the scaly hands move away. And if you get fitter, they come closer to grab each other's hand. Wish bathroom stalls went lower. Solomon Grundy shat on a Monday, wiped on a Tuesday. Guinea pig to become father to 400 after breaking into female enclosure. Okay, good. They still think it was a guinea pig. Guys, do not watch, it's very scary and terrifying. Flying KKK member. Jesus Christ. I want this hair color so bad. Or that's my tip color. Oh my god, same. Can we touch tips? Please, 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 please. Delhi painter gets hands back as organ meets surgical excellence. But would you wanna jerk off with somebody else's hands? Could be gay. DoorDash option to get the order yourself if your driver is in a crash. There's been an accident. Imagine driving to your driver's vehicle to find him severely injured and breathing with difficulty and bleeding heavily, and then searching your packet of chicken nuggets in the back seat while he desperately gasps while looking at you. Meeting another investor for coffee and suddenly Margot Robbie appeared. That chair would be coming home with me. Using after a normal sentence is the funniest shit ever. Going to play with my kids. I'm home alone with my cat. Last night we went out in goth/cyberpunk attire and my fit was diabolical. You look exactly like my dad here, oh my god, so ducking hot. How do you wish to die? A dude once died making a bet to satisfy 2 women for 24 hours. Word is he won the bet, but died later because of how long his dick was stiff for. Basically ducked himself to death. That's how I'd wanna die, but with you and your mom instead. Actually swap your mom for your dad. That's why you still a virgin, bruh. I have a wife and daughter. You have an NFT profile. The only way a woman is going to touch you is with a taser. Grandma, tell me again about how you'd shop by walking from store to store. Well, back in my day we had this thing called segregation. Domestic beetles. Do you do relatives? It's the chicken and the egg kind of thing. If a baby's born at 1:59 am and then its twin is born 2 minutes later, but the clocks went back so now it's 1:01 am, which is older because the one born second will be older on paper, but the one born first is actually 2 minutes older. Just put the 1:01 am baby up for adoption so you don't have to think about it. Know that I will take care of you and keep you from harm, but first, to save a life is to be tied to that life. You must be willing to submit to loving authority. Kneel for we are bound. She can't do that anymore, it's 2024. Should never gotten my grandmother a phone. Yeah, I would tap for sure if this was my grandma. Bear tries to enter home through cat door, gets stuck. Me, crab's nearest lubricant. Me, goes around the back of the house. Me, unzips pants. Payment options, payment plan $3,789.91 for 60 months. Pay in full $227,394.75. If you can get $100 for sucking a dick, that's only 2,274 dicks in 5 days. That's 19 dicks an hour, which is about 1 load every 3 minutes, 24 hours a day, for 5 days straight. You'd still have 2 free hands and an asshole, so you could cut that number down a lot. Or there's the alternative, just get ducked by your country once. USA. The kid in Hiroshima who finally gathered courage to ask his crush out. Her about to say ooh, the nuke. I imagine she was exceptional hot too. Bro could smoke a cigar in the rain. Thanks, I hate hedgehogs without spikes. Sonic with cancer. Mom, can my friend stay over for the night? He's from my class, and also we promised to be really quiet. Weird noises, moaning, splat. Mum walks in. Player 3 has joined. Children of porn stars, how do you view your mother? Typically on DVD. How many times have you masturbated to furniture? A few. Where is save data located? Just curious. In the balls. Developer. A whole finance graduate. Whole? Really? What's the fee to be able to control the plane? Just gotta wear a turban. You look fertile and subtle. I'd defo slip you my yellow submarine. Get off of the internet and reevaluate your life. Math quiz. Tommy has 5 cookies. Jamal steals 3 of the cookies. What color is Jamal? White. Black. Jamal would have stolen all 5. Can obese people still be victims of Shrek's trafficking? Yay, shipping rates will just be a little higher, no biggie. Now hiring happy people. Discrimination like this is why I'm unemployed. They didn't specify what kind of happy, so just show up with a boner. Niger. WhatsApp book in Russian. What animal has no wings but will fly? The child I hit with my car. I wish both his shoes fell. Yes, I'm a weirdo. I love seeing Stewie and his little bare feet. Subnautica Leviathan. Tiddies. Ichthywu. Thank you. Thank God your dad didn't pull out. You saved me. The fact is women cheat more than men. That's not true. It's ironic coming from you cause I know your girlfriend. When he cheated on me with the same girl my other ex cheated on me with. Nan fam, she up 220, you gotta start playing some offense. What's something you can say in bed and at a restaurant? My grandma does this better. I had to stop playing Alien Isolation because I accidentally saw all 34 of the alien and every time it jump scared me I got hard. You really didn't have to share this story. Whoever conceals their sins does not prosper, but the one who confesses and renounces them finds mercy. Proverbs 28:13. I could explain 550 theorems, 243 equations and 876 concepts, but your beauty is still root square of -1. Can't send her, she just learned counting. TLDR, burned a guy's dick after eating Korean fire noodles. Did this to a girl after buffalo wings. The blue cheese, surprisingly, did not help her. Why are prostitutes better than onions? I don't cry when I cut up a prostitute. Ariana Grande used to look like Ariel from The Little Mermaid. Now she looks like Ariel from The Little Mermaid. You can be addicted to anything. My ex was addicted to dick. Just not mine. F. Macrodosing just wasn't doing it for her after a while. Dude. I stopped telling my parents stuff because they are both dead. I'm sorry for your loss. Damn girl, I knew we let you all free for a reason. Ignore negative comments, you are bigger than that. I'm drippy. I'm going to start drinking from plastic straws again, just to ruin these little shits' future. Yeah, but it's not like anything bad ever happens to the Kennedys. Meet the sniper. I aggressively edge to every follow again. I followed you, now edge now. I know the focus isn't on him, but I saw him sprint at me in dead of night. I would be paralyzed with fear. He looks like he can unhinge his jaw and fit a family of 4 in it. She called me around 4 AM just to say I love you. She felt guilty for cheating. Fear of having kids. My love for cream pies. I duck dead girls, I have no such weakness. When Korean pop is being called K-pop, Chinese rap, French art, Russian ape. What made the popular kid lose popularity? He pooped in his hand and threw it at the popular girl. He made his comeback the next year though. How? Plenty of fiber, I guess. It's been 5 years. I thank God for my life. Cops beat up teen after bank teller mistakes his erection for a pistol. The terrifying new twist on the phrase, is that a gun in your pocket, or are you just happy to see me? What would you do if she unplugged your router in the middle of your game and smiled like this? I'll use the time to form a strong romantic relationship with her that'll eventually lead to marriage. When we eventually grow old together and we find ourselves in the hospital on life support, I'll bring up the time she had unplugged my router. Then I'll unplug her life support and smile like that. Hey, that spike on his chest looks similar to the spike in my pants. Papa Roach. Kid Roach. Papa, what happens if we get sprayed with Raid? Papa Roach. Suffocation. No breathing. If you had the ability to instantly give any person an orgasm simply by pointing your hand at them like a finger gun and saying pew, how would you wield this power? I'd go to as many sporting events as possible, bet on the underdog, and cause the other team to lose at every possible chance of scoring. Horse racing would be a lot more fun to watch. Washing machine explodes. My mom said this is what happens when you don't separate colors. My grandma used to say that too, but she was old and racist. Boy, I'm going penis surgery. Girl, okay, I love you. Boy, love how to be by. Boy, whack you pussy doc, no girlfriend. Boy, where my girlfriend? Doc, who do you think gave you the penis? Boy, what? Canada gay as duck. Well, at least we are not a bottom. KSI takes repeated punches. Punching bags were invented in the 1900s. People in the 1800s. She's not interested in you. It's always the fridge that guards the snacks. You're a Pisces, aren't you? You're a Pisces, aren't you? I could tell from the fishy aroma outpacing your perfume against this pretty stiff breeze. The female egg chose you. The sperm is a very weird way to put it. You are both the egg and the sperm. One half of you chose the other half. Half of me used to be in my mom. Time has passed, but that hasn't changed. Things are not bad in themselves, but our opinions about them make them bad. Epictetus. No, mother ducker. Parkinson's is objectively bad. Plenty of things are objectively bad. North Korean soldiers hooked on porn in Russia. What you'll think the top 3 searches were? Non-skinny women. To reduce gun violence in films. Actors. We have a gun problem in this country. Also actors. Many actors have made a significant effort to reduce gun violence in films. I stand behind Alec Baldwin because there's no way I'm standing in front. Cut 1 to make a top 3. God already did. I wanna go on a date. Do I just pick a girl and ask? Now you gotta weaken them first. Try and get her health bar in orange, and then use a status effect move, like I think chick flicks are great, or wow, I saw some other girl wearing that same romper earlier, and you pull it off way better. Then throw an ultra ball and you should be good. What would you guys do to cover this up? My brother bought me a tattoo, but I wasn't allowed to pick it, lol. Nothing. OP, if you get rid of this, I'll kill myself, just so I can haunt you. I'll ducking make my ghost self look exactly like Chungus, but I'll be predicting your death. Why you handing God pubic hair? Give it to God, and go to sleep. Call me when Subway stops smelling like a medical facility. I don't know what they're doing to generate that smell, but it's every store, and it's disgusting. Yeast plus sanitizer from cleaning. Just like my local pawn shop. Good times. How do you top your sub? Blocked, 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 you're all blocked. None of you are free of sin. Me after buying a goat and naming it Lebron, so I can tell my homies I impregnated Lebron yesterday. I mean, you can just name your daughter Lebron and do the same. I had low expectations, but holy god. What is your saying? Bro, yo. You know it's ducked up when the author is left speechless too. Please seek help. Log out, bro. Never cook again. You going to be in AI. Do twins have the same size dick? Now we are asking the real questions. As a twin, I can say my dick is definitely bigger than my sister's. You should put it in. See if it matches perfectly or not. 26. M hooked up with 61F from Hinge. I, 26, M, matched with an older woman 61, F on Hinge. We texted/flirted here and there until we were able to meet up for drinks on Tuesday, May 2nd. We had a good time. She invited me back to her place and we ended up hooking up. After waking up the next day, we agreed that we wanted to see each other again. I texted her that day telling her I had a good time and no response. It has been almost a week, and I still haven't heard anything from her. I think I have been ghosted now at this point. Why do you think that was? What should I do? Could she have died in the meantime? My girl, would you still love me if I was a worm? My honest reaction, yes. In the cozy urethra you go. I believe he mentioned once that if I was super small he'd keep me tucked in his foreskin for warmth. Soulmates don't know age, race, or color. Souls only know feelings, connections and love. She hasn't unlocked him yet. Hear me out. I'd give him what he's missing. Thanks, now every time I duck a satanic goat skull I'll be thinking about vaginas. You have to put 3 toppings on. What are you adding? Cucumber, broccoli, unholy blood of a virgin. Computer show me Roblox inflation. After over 11 years, Roblox's jeans and black slacks have both quintupled in price. Mom, can we have Shreks? No, we have Shreks at home. Shreks at home. Can we have what? Gummy worms have more bones in them than actual worms. They also don't live in the ground. Right, but both can come out of your ass. These 4 mother duckers are responsible for a good half of today's tuna scene. I had these guys as toys and I used to eat the spoiler of the green one. A friend of ours visited and used the bathroom. They were like, no TP. I answered from just outside, reach up behind you. They were wondering why we didn't have TP on the usual receptacle. My cat comes out and meows at them and they go, ah, did they use the cat as TP? That sandpaper tongue is a bit rough on the hematoids. Meta 10/10ths baddie. She's so pretty, just wanna eat her up. I'm dead. It will be difficult to eat her entire body. What we'll do with her remains, like her bones and organs, then you didn't feel like eating. It will be difficult to hide all of that while police are after you. I'm an expert at hiding dead bodies, especially cannibalized ones. Feel free to reach out for expert consultation when in need. Stalking is finally set to be a crime in Malaysia. Well, there go my plans for next summer. We're all thinking the same thing, right? The rift has opened. Be right back, going through a portal to the upside down to grab a slice of mind-flaying pizza. The upside down sea. Studies have found that many kinks and fetishes are hereditary. Your mom, dad, grandma or grandpa are probably into the same freaky things you are. Incest fetishists winning right now. Not if I don't find my family attractive. Just keep having kids until one grows up well. What do y'all do about cars parked in bike lanes? I want some unethical tips to make them regret it. This suggestion is 100% ethical, but I think it's still in the spirit of what you're looking for. Carry a small, cheap kid's bike, picked up from a garage sale. When you ride a route that has issues with this, then when you run across a vehicle parked in the bike lane, you tuck the bike under the front bumper. The driver starts up, and something goes crunch and they get out to see what it was and maybe, just maybe, have a moment of remorse when they think they just ran over a kid in the bike lane. Toss in a pink kid-size helmet and a well-worn teddy bear for good measure. You are so deliciously evil. A Komodo dragon swallowing an entire moray eel. No gag reflex. Good to know. Same day. So I guess college down the drain. Why is college down the drain and not the bab? Never mind. Like Ches must not believe in letting God babysit anymore. Shaking my head. Anakin is the father, isn't he? Actually, remember that weird Gungan who helped us on Naboo? Holy shit, you duck Jar Jar. That's it, baby. Feel the power of Mesa Darkside fill Yao's pussy. Mesa going to make Nyausa comment so hard that Yausa die of sadness after Mesa done. Something about this tree makes me feel uneasy. Seen on r/trees was gonna cross post, but it wouldn't let me. I don't care, it looks female enough. Imagine being some Portuguese explorer coming across this majestic being. I'm pretty sure the Portuguese know what an Englishman looks like. What's at the end of this rainbow? A homeless man with a pot of crack. Step out of your comfort zone, they say. Damn bro is cooked. That's what happens when we go out of our comfort zone. We end up naked on the road. So yeah, I visited my hometown recently and then my mother came to drop me at the hostel. Then my parents installed a camera in my hostel room. When the parcel came they told that it was for their Isa NHI Thodamera BHI home. And then yesterday days they forced me to install the camera. I argued that either dump me in the dustbin or this camera. And my father's response was, we just want to see what you are doing without calling you. You are far away. You are my daughter. And now, the biggest problem is that they call within 10 minutes when I turn off the camera. And my father asks, why did I switch off the camera? All my excuses have exhausted since I turned off the camera 8 times since yesterday. He calls me every time I turn it off and gives a 20 minutes lecture about my grades and how they miss me. I'm tired now. I have a single room and now I can't even dance or chill freely. Just walk naked and assert dominance. My brain asking those deep philosophical questions while I'm trying to fall asleep. Is there Shreks after death? Depends on the mortician. Portuguese colonizing. British colonizing. What happened to the indigenous male population? I'm sure they weren't thrilled when you started to rape their females. If only the Greeks had colonized them instead. $17 sad ass pizza my friend ordered. You know how people say, pizza is like Shrek's, even when it's bad, it's good. This is pizza is like a drunken one night stand with someone you don't even like. You have your eyes closed and you are just trying to finish when she has explosive diarrhea. Then when you are sink washing shit off your crotch, you notice that there's a framed picture of Hitler in her bathroom. That's what this pizza is like. Is that true, boys? Fact 69. Boys never masturbate imagining their true love. Never have I jerked to the one I love. I just feel weird and wrong when I try to. This is why I just jerk off to my mom instead. You look like an American character in a Japanese game. I'm deaf. Legit needs subtitles. Hi def. I'm dad. Yeah. Sweet joke. You heard it before. Twitter is the worst platform to exist. This is one example. Then why are you on it? Furry porn. Time you enjoy wasting is not wasted. John Lennon. I hate my wife. John Lennon. Pov pov pov. The gun that killed John Lennon. Without arms, legs, and penis swimming is difficult. And penis? Propeller mode. Anyone got any tips on making honey? I've been grinding the bees up real small, but it still tastes fucking horrible. I just found out my mom did porn. Tell me her name, so I can avoid it. Be very careful when pausing a Disney movie. Well, technically foxes are supposed to eat rabbits. Down the rabbit hole we go. This fool took too much Xanax and got Cardi B face tattoo. Bitch, that's Anne Frank. Pretty sure Goofy is a goof Shrek shovel. Face down ass up, that's how we like to hayak. How often do you sleep naked? Not since the cat discovered my exposed penis. Your mum is so hot that I saw her in my bed naked. You know I don't have a mom. That's right. That's right. Would you slap your mom for $1 billion? My mother would slap me if I didn't slap her for $1 billion. I'd have to dig her up first, but sure. What is a bedroom decoration that makes somebody unattractive? A blue 55-gallon barrel in the corner? Is that real? Yes, it's Brazil. The feminine urge to sit on a guy's lap. It's real, so real. The masculine urge to take a bath with my toaster. I caught my dad cheating, and once she left I confronted him, and he lets me duck him to keep my silence, and honestly the best choice ever. I'm never coming back to this planet. My barber enjoys my head so much, man. What's the actual issue here? Duck windows. But the glass. The wind to see. You get 3 real no homos in a lifetime. Unfortunately, you used those all up in a month back when you were 11. He still has 3 no digits left. My 28F spine. Did it hurt when you fell from Eve? Oh my god. Blessed pasta. Crunch. Interesting. Unzips pants. Stop right there. The prophet wants the first go. Steps aside. Thanks mate. Unzips robe. How do you guys feel about the fact that these 2 characters exist in the same universe? I don't know. Horny? How do blind people know when to stop wiping their ass when their finger doesn't taste like shit anymore? Me in the dumpster behind the local abortion clinic. When mom spent 6 months cooking, you don't just let it go to waste. All the evil things mouthed. Thanks for the shout out, man, big respect. Cow escapes farm to go and live with herd of bison. Bison are like one organism, and she stands out. We are all thinking the same thing, right? It's up to you to break generational trauma. Stupid. You not good enough. You pushing. And then he didn't get to the art school. Has anyone been in a relationship/marriage where the wife or girlfriend suggested turning it into an open relationship/marriage? What happened and how did things turn out? Added the NSFW flair just in case. I know a guy who's in an open relationship and his wife easily find boyfriends, whereas he can never seem to find a woman to date. Now he's just really lonely, and punching Chris Rock didn't help. I had a cat like this, Mr. Bubbles. Second time he bite me like that, I full sent the strongest slap I could muster. He flew across the room and proceeded to run away in the house and hide somewhere. 3 hours later he came back changed. Most docile cat I ever saw. Lived 13 more years. Strange fellow. Drinking laxatives and supergluing my butthole shut. Unstoppable force versus immovable object. Fans think some thing is missing after Dwayne Johnson's waxwork was unveiled. They forgot to bake at 400 degrees Fahrenheit for 10 minutes until golden brown. Hundreds of your username invade your house. How ducked are you? Gorgeous whore. Oh, I'm ducked alright. The roof is finally kicked in. Gonna have fun tonight. Don't worry guys, she's just gonna steal his kidneys. Something is wrong. I can feel it. My parents having Shreks. Me. My dad. Where's the dog? My first oh shit moment as a child. It was my grandpa's first oh shit moment as a kid too. For slightly different reasons. 2 gummy bears 69.9. I lost NN into this. How my mom feels after telling me you're just like your father. Damn right. Unzips. I remember as a kid we would get the little cigarette shaped pieces that resulted from cutting asbestos sheeting and pretend to smoke them. Phew, so far no mesothelioma. Remind me, 10 years. Nothing is scarier than Disney World in the 1940s. Maybe Germany in the 1940s. Arkansas men arrested for taking turns shooting each other while wearing bulletproof vest after drinking. God forbid men have hobbies. Holy shit, Uncle Donald. Shut up or you're next. This economy isn't good. I got fired today and I don't care. Hope you're okay and find something better soon. I could gargle balls behind a Wendy's for pocket change and be better off. Haha, that's the spirit, man. So which Wendy's? It's so cute that you didn't realize they were calling you the greatest of all time the whole year and you were calling them the same back. So wholesome. I now love my students more than I already loved them, which one didn't think was possible. Haha. You're awesome and indeed the GOAT. It's definitely possible to love them more. A teacher at my high school got arrested for it. Handshake. Milkshake. Sky Cruise is a concept for a nuclear-powered sky hotel. This video rendering shows the aircraft designed to fly with 20 electric engines, housing over 5,000 guests and nearly non-stop flight. What if we combined the Titanic with the Hindenburg? Do regular dogs see police dogs and think, oh no, it's a cop? Now we are asking the real questions. Probably think like I do. That's a pretty cop, I'd like to sniff her butt. Someone called me a fat slut and I'm crying in the bathroom right now. Help. Don't take it to heart. Take it to the gym. No, you weren't supposed to do that. Boys are supposed to confess to girls. Yes, I confessed first. I'll never confess. And they'll never find the body. Cute fox. That's a dead fox. Dead things can also be cute things. If Godzilla was real, he would produce 151,436,928 gallons of urine per day. I'd swallow all of it. All my school photos since year 7. What the duck happened in year 9? He got a haircut. Every raccoon is either planning a heist or in the middle of a heist. Torn Nook and the boys renovating your house in the middle of the night. Snex gets called Danger Noodle. Perlius Sketty. But what if not long? Hazard Macaroni. When I read comics like these, I imagined the author picking up a wild snake while speaking their millennial gibberish, then getting bit and dying from internal bleeding. That's just me though. Guys, what do you do if this is how she turns up to your first date? Get out the can opener. Life is boring, mother duckers, when they realize they can download VoiceOver and use the girl voice to get free skins on any game. I use it to edge to my own voice. What the duck? A skull of a man with Proteus syndrome, a rare condition characterized by overgrowth of bones, skin, muscles, fatty tissues, and blood and lymphatic vessels. Oh hilarosito Freddy Fazbear? My clock. Made in Germany. Give him a rap name. Semi-automatically has heart disease. Having penetrated the protective exoskeleton, a wily hunter harvests the succulent house meat within. One time I was so damn horny that I drilled a hole in my room and ducked my house. When you realize that bro has no phone, bro has pornographic memory. Shout out to the blue flavor. Gotta be one of my favorite genders. Don't forget to try blue waffle. Google it for the recipe. You are going to hell for sure. I hate to be a stickler, but why is Jesus wearing a cross? Subtle foreshadowing. Hooters waitress taken into custody for allegedly dipping hot wings in her vagina on and off her period to rude customers. I've never wanted wings more in my life. What if grass licked your feet when you stepped on it? I would do a split. Every day we stray further from God's grace. Lost my virginity at 14, had my first kiss at 16, touched a woman for the first time yesterday. Uncles are rough. Come vomit in my mouth and then dip your beard in it so my cat can lick it all off and feed it to her children. I swear to God, there was a scene in early DVD releases of Shrek that were cut in later releases where Farquaad was shown in the dragon's stomach with a match during the I'm a Believer scene, singing along by himself. I remember seeing him singing in the stomach. Didn't Lord Farquaad get eaten by a dragon in the first movie? Oh god, Farquaad might have had to listen to Donkey and the Dragon ducking. Not sure where to file this one. The moment you realize you're not going to have to jerk off tonight. This is legit. Whenever my girl downs an entire bottle of hydrogen peroxide, I know it's game on. Vomiting blood makes her super horny. Alone in the dark. That one friend who will stay with us lifelong. Really? Then, why Spider-Man didn't come when Titanic was sinking? Checkmate atheists. If humans really did evolve from apes, then why have none of the apes that I've ducked gotten pregnant? You need to duck female apes in order to impregnate them. OP took Homo sapiens literally. Homo erectus moment. New meaning to silverback. My 15-year-old daughter got a B in class today. I took away her phone, laptop, TV, bedroom door, bed, pillows, and blankets away for 2 weeks. Should I have done more? Yes. Why did you stop with just that? You should have then had her entire room wrecked, gathered all her things and burned them. After that, you should have dragged her all the way to the street and left her there. After you're done with all that, call this number. The person answering with make sure all your problem are solved. If I'm ever behind on rent, I know exactly what to do. Or you could just oil up. Didn't the dude who posted that murder his wife? Or am I just cooked? What? People talking about white, gold, black and blue, but this mother ducker was seeing red. 4 ways to make nut milk. There's a 5th way. 5th way. I love fruit. Peach, Honey Crisp apple, local honey. How much do you love fruit? You have 3 nukes. Choose where you want them explode. Where does your mother live? In your closet. Who's that woman in my basement then? Girls after being called pretty for the 10th times in a day. Boys remembering that one time someone called them handsome years ago, and it's not their mom. I got told I looked like a neo-Nazi, but in a hot way once. That was a weird compliment. There are soft spots on the top of a baby's head called fontanelles. So soft that blood flow can move them. If I punch a straw through it, does it become a Capri Sun? Choplet, chopper of the 4th realm. I can chop anything. Bring me anything, and I'll chop it. Wood, tire, strong wood. $400 reward for bringing me something I cannot chop. I shall bring my dick. RIP. Chop. Aga finally. I can be femboy hooter. Bro, the duck going on with my milk. So Jesus turned his nut into milk. You're the only person that I want to create memories with. Why not create children too? The golden condom. Willy Wonka's special ticket for very lucky CH. Never mind. Sometimes trying is just not good enough. When I try to do something good. Found this guy walking around our backyard today. Did you throw it in the water? That's a tortoise, not a turtle. It can't swim. Master Uruguay on the way to spirit realm. Why do we close our eyes when we pray? When we cry? When we kiss? When we dream? Because the most beautiful things in our life are not seen, but felt only by the heart. So that's why I close my eyes when I poop. Chocolate sticks. Sibling love. Japanese YouTuber caught an octopus using a figure as bait. Hey, us fish enjoy many forms of entertainment, especially that 6-year-old me drinking apple juice from a fancy glass. Doctors after I give them my urine sample. Is the water in my toilet tank supposed to be oily and have participates in it? No, it should be clean and clear. The water coming in is supposedly clean. Could it be backwash of some sort? What would cause that? No, backwash isn't possible. Someone shit in there known as an upper decker. Edit, more info and spelling.